All right. Test.
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 We have some questions. We have some questions for each other, and perhaps for you, if you care to play along at home. So, Dean, would you like to discuss some? We're going to ask each other some questions. We're going to interview each other.
We started the Ask an Idiot question of the week, I don't know, a few months ago, right? This is our chance to actually ask an idiot a question. Nick and I are going to just ask us random questions back and forth. They can be brief answers, yes or no if you want, or we can elaborate and discuss further.
Okay.
And so people don't call us out on like, oh, you ripped a boss. Yes, I will be asking James Lipton questions from the
inside the actor's studio.
Right. So don't bust my balls. I don't give a shit anyway. So
all right. So
let's begin.
I've got an idiot. You got a handful of questions here. A few questions.
I do.
Right? Okay. So why don't you start us off? I've got a few to pepper in there as well. So go ahead.
I've written in these down, so
all right,
I'm going to put my glasses on.
I'm actually sitting in my director's chair, my Toronto Maple Leaf style director's chair. I've got my leg crossed over like a gentleman, so I'm ready as if I'm on the stage. We are inside the actor's studio. Maybe later, James. Maybe later.
Nikolai.
Yes.
What is your favorite color?
Oh, it's blue. It is blue. Is Toronto Maple Leafs blue? I also enjoy the color blue, just in and of itself. The sky is blue on a nice summer day.
Was your favorite color blue before you were a fan?
It was up there. I've always been a blue and a green guy. I like blue and I like green.
Okay.
But yeah, blue. I don't know. I just tend to like different shades. I think I like more variations and shades of blue, light blues, dark blues, all the way, all the assortments.
It's not because your personality isn't blue.
No, and it's quite the opposite. I feel I have something of a sunny disposition, but I do enjoy cool colors across the board.
You do? Well, because you're a cool fella.
Yeah, thank you. I like that.
Nikolai, what's your question?
Yeah. I have a question for you. Dean, this is a very simple one, and it's perhaps a question as old as time, one that's been asked many times, but I care to know what idiot Zennial Dean has to say on the matter. Hot dogs, are they sandwiches?
Oh, that's a good one.
And then a follow-up after that to kind of piggyback.
You are fooled by the idea that there is protein in with bread around or sandwiching it. The idea sandwiching being squishing in between, but I still don't think that hot dog is a sandwich. Sandwich to me is open around the sides. I know there's exceptions, but hot dog being what it is, the cylinder shape, so is
a cheesesteak a sandwich then? Because like if it's it's on a hoagie bun or something, like if it's not open on all sides, is that a sandwich? What about a wrap? Then as a wrap? See, you blew my mind with that one statement, right? Because I've never thought about it in that context. Because I'm like, I feel like they are sandwiches, but because we've just for so long called them their own thing, our brains are being fooled. But when you said that it's not open on all sides, I thought that is a good point. But then I went, man, there's a lot of other things we consider to be sandwiches that are not open on all sides.
Well, there's somewhere like the hoagie that you close that has it's 1, 2, 3 sides, but the back isn't. That's still a sandwich.
Okay. Yeah.
I think ultimately the hot dog isn't a sandwich because of the hot dog itself.
Okay. Because of the shape of the meat?
Not only the shape, but the creation of the sleeve back. When hot dogs were invented, it was the intestine skin, meat pressed into it to create the sausage.
Yes.
Deal. You would never go, is a sausage meat? Of course not. You put fucking mustard and onions and peppers. That's a German classic.
Sure.
You would never call that a sandwich.
Right. No.
So just because you know, like you're all thick and stuff, and I'm, thinner in certain things, you would never call the hot dog a sandwich for that same reason you would never call a sausage a sandwich. So no, a hot dog is not a sandwich.
I like it. I'm convinced. I am one convinced idiot. Interesting. Okay.
Nikolai.
Yes.
I actually asked the girls tonight for some ideas, so I'm going to go on their ideas.
Okay.
Nikolai, are you a dog or a cat person?
Man.
You own a dog now.
You
love him.
I always considered.
He's a good boy.
He is a very good boy. I've always considered myself a cat person. I've always been partial to cats. And I do have a theory, if you have a moment to hear it. I have a theory that
all the moments.
People are dog or cat people, and that is what attracts them to their partners. That the opposites attract thing. I think we can both agree that if I were one of the two, I would be a dog. And sure. That my lovely partner Robin would be a cat. She's a little more, she's just
lazy.
I'm social. I'm kind of more bouncy and up-spirited, and she's a little more reserved.
What I meant was
prove to me why I need you around, kind of thing. What?
She is socially lazy.
I suppose so. I suppose you might say that. But I would say if Robin was a cat or dog, you would see her as the type of person who would be more suited as a cat, and
Absolutely.
a dog. So I feel like I've always been more of a cat person, and perhaps in people I seek out, at least when it comes to partners, I seek out cat type of people. I've always considered myself a cat person. However, when I, much like you, I know you were never really a cat fan, but since you now have a cat, you very much love that cat, and Ernie is a very fantastic partner.
Ernie's a good boy.
He's a very good boy, and he's a very fantastic company when you guys are out of town. For me, I think we complement each other nicely. But I'm the same way. Now that I have Gizmo,
not many people know, but Nick has actually paid for 3 of our vacations just so he can hang out with Ernie.
That's right. Please leave. Don't you guys want to go somewhere? If you don't nurture your relationship and go somewhere together, it might not work.
Throwing out the money.
Yeah, but no, with Gizmo, same deal though. Like now that I have Gizmo, that's like my little buddy, and I'm all about him and other dogs that I see. It kind of makes me open up even more so to other dogs. Not that I ever didn't like dogs. I always grew up with cats and dogs. I just, for whatever reason, I always enjoyed that cats were less needy. The cats were more self-sufficient and didn't need so much from you. However, there are ebbs and flows. That's a double.
That's why my parents like me the most.
Self-sufficient, don't need anything. Like my dog, every time I lay down on the floor, he's in my face. He needs something from me. If I'm accessible to him, he needs something from me. But at the same time, it's nice to be needed. It's nice that someone gives a shit when I walk in the door. So I appreciate that about him too. So
you that walk is a tricky in the room, one. My ass just goes back and forth.
Right. That's right. Mm-hmm. So to answer your question more clearly, I would say that I am more in general of a cat person. However, I am a Gizmo person. So,
all right.
Specific to my dog, I am a Gizmo person. But in a broad sense, I would say I'm more of a cat person.
I appreciate that answer.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You got a question?
I do. Okay. We're going to stick on the subject of pets here a little bit, kind of loosely. We're going to mesh the last 2 questions together. Dean, you're a big fan of time travel.
I am.
Let's just say, for shits and giggles in this scenario, you find yourself, Dean, trying to travel back in time for reasons only known to yourself. Something is mixed up, as we all know. Time travel is not 100% perfected just yet, and you find yourself in the far depths, the reaches of space. You crash land on a planet called Melmac.
You froze.
And
Hold on.
I'm
Hold on.
sorry.
Wait. Back it up. You or I froze. So
Okay, so what'd you hear last? You're in space?
a little before that.
Okay, so time travel's not perfected yet.
There you go.
Something has happened, something goes sideways. You find yourself lost in the depths of space, only to crash land on a planet known as Melmac. The only way to find your way off of this planet is to win a cat eating contest. How many cats do you think you could eat, Dean, in order to win your way off of Melmac and back onto Earth? How many cats do you think you would be able to eat?
This is a tricky question because, like, the proprietors of the said world probably eats the cat's hair and all.
Sure.
With our
you're not going to skin it and grill it and stuff.
Right. Can I skin it? That's the question.
This is a Joey Chestnut situation. This is like you're timed and there's a plate. There is like a bucket full of cats and you have to eat as many as you can. This is a cat eating contest.
My allergies act up in the morning when Ernie walks by my head towards the window. So I don't know how my body's going to react inhaling and eating a whole haired cat.
Should probably cap it at like 12.
Oh boy.
Okay. So just for the sake of just to have a little more fun with this.
Sure.
You're traveling through time and you're on Melmac where Alpha's from. You have to eat cats. So if let's just say allergies are not a thing, and you had to physically eat cats, do you think you would be able to take a bite of a cat even? Do you think you would be able to wolf one down? Yeah. Okay.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
I'm going head first, too. It seems like a little crunch to it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, when you push a cat's nose and they're like that hard little cartilage snapping out.
Cause just knowing that at any petting session they're gonna turn around and bite you for no reason.
Yeah, that's true. If you don't get them head first.
Yeah.
So that's a good call.
If you eliminate the idea that I have allergies, I'm gonna go 5. I can do 5 cats.
Okay, 5 cats is pretty respectable for an Earthling, I would say. Yeah.
Do I have to eat the tails because I kind of would consider the tails like crust?
Yeah, or like shrimp. You know how you don't eat the tail?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, most people don't eat the tail, but
well, some psychopaths maybe.
My youngest Oliver loves the tails. Apparently, I found out last time I went to Red Lobster. We went.
I'm going to stick with my statement.
It's yeah, so accurate. I mean, I'm not back. Yeah, you don't have to back off the statement. I'm just telling you what I know. We went to Red Lobster, and I don't know if I told this on the podcast or not, but yeah, he wanted shrimp, and I was like, let me order shrimp because I'm going to get it anyway, and then you can see, if you like it. I don't want you to order it as your, part of your main dish if you don't actually like it.
You hate it, and it's wasting money.
So he got regular, fish, fried fish, and we did that. But I gave him some shrimp, and I said, oh, just to let you know, I said, you can stop when you get to this crunchy part at the end. People don't usually eat the tails. And he goes, why? What'll happen if I eat the tail? And I said, nothing. I said, it just people don't typically like them. They're hard and they're, So he ate one. I said, you can, by all means, if you want to eat the tail to see what it's like, go ahead. He's not going to like it. Well, I'll be goddamn. He ate all of the shrimp and all of the tail.
Enjoyed it.
And he also ate my serving of tails that I left on my plate to not eat. He very much enjoyed the tails. He goes, I really like these. The waitress came over to get the tails, and he's munching on shrimp tails, and he goes, I really like the tails. And she's like, that's very odd. People don't usually like that. All right. Oliver likes shrimp tails. It's almost exclusively. Yeah, so. Fantastic. All right, well, that is good. Okay, 5 cats. Dean's eating 5 cats on Melmac. All right, that might be enough to earn you a trip back home.
Thank you. So, how long are we going with this?
I've got 2 more and one that I really want to get in there.
So I got 2. So one, let me go with Nikolai.
Yep.
What's your favorite curse word? And why?
Oh, it's so cliche, but has to be fuck. I mean, it's just so powerful.
Right.
It starts off with
Versatile.
the F and it just ends with the hard CK, and it's just you can really lean into it, and you can use it. It can be sexy, it can be hateful, it can be fun. It can be. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do with fuck, and so it is. I don't know. I think it's got to be that one, unless I'm missing something
No,
that
I think
maybe
you're
something
right.
oddball. But if we're sticking to traditional curse words, it's just got to be fuck. It's just the best one.
Okay, so follow up real quick, because I think that's a lot of people's.
Mm-hmm.
Nick, I need to hear angry, confused, sexy fucks. Go.
Angry, fuck. Sexy, fuck. Confused, fuck. And what was the last one?
No, that was it.
Oh, okay.
I liked it.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. Nice little add on there. Okay. This is one I've been very excited. Are you ready
All
for
right,
me
here
to
we
go
go.
now? Okay. Okay. I had to work my boy in here somehow, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Big fan. So this is loosely and incredibly loosely based around him, off him, whatever. Would you rather fight 10 drunk Danny DeVito-sized Arnold Schwarzeneggers or one coked out of his mind Arnold Schwarzenegger-sized Danny DeVito?
Oh boy.
So to recap, 10, okay? So 10, Danny DeVito, Danny DeVito is a human and very small of stature, not a
Right.
large guy, very, very small. What's he, like 4 something probably?
Sure.
10, okay, drunk. Danny DeVito sized Arnold. So they're buff, they're strong, but they're small and they're drunk. So you could take motor skills, either whether they want to fight more, but they might not be as good with the aim or what they're drunk. Or one, this is an Arnold Schwarzenegger size, a mammoth of a man, big Arnold Schwarzenegger size, Danny DeVito. So it doesn't mean he's cut or he's muscly, but he's the size of him. He's very tall, very wide, big Danny DeVito, and he's coked up. Okay, so he's got a lot of fucking energy. So
I'm
what are you
going the
thinking?
second one.
You'd rather fight the big Arnold-sized Danny that's on coke?
Yeah, because like all the little Arnolds are like going to have all their muscles together coming in at me is going to like overpower me like that. I have no chance.
Okay.
At least the one, especially coked out, he's a little out of it. Like he's fast, but like he's inconsistent.
Okay.
So you can maybe, sidestep him at certain times.
Okay.
The Arnold one, 10 Arnolds.
I don't know, man. Have you? Have you? Maybe you don't want to discuss this. Have you experienced the latter
Of coke?
ever? Yes.
No, I've never done coke.
Okay. Because there's some areas in there where you're laser focused.
Sure, but
I mean, that's fine. This is your answer. I just want to provide you with all the details.
Take the chance of avoiding one than a bunch of muscle-clad Danny DeVito getting a hold of me, and I'm done. Okay. And they're ripping apart.
Yeah. They're turning you into a Jersey Mike's sandwich in no time in an ad read.
So yeah, I'm going with the one coked out Arnold.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Like it. Sorry, I was really excited. I just started getting crazier and crazier with that question. I was taking a shower and I was thinking of it and all the things that I threw in. I was like, I got to write this down because it needs to be just so. I felt like I had it down to the right formula that I was happy with. So,
no, it's good.
Good. Good. Thank you.
All right. And again, we said earlier in the topic that we're stealing some of these questions from inside the actor's studio.
Yes.
Nicholas.
Mm-hmm.
Nicola.
Yes.
If God is real, what does he say to you when you reach the pearly gates?
This round's on me. No, that's. I mean, it's a fun one, and it's a cool answer.
Really good.
Whatever. It is. It is. Ultimately, I would just like to hear him say, like, you did good. You were, you did right by people. You're a good dude. You're a good dude. People knew the people that you loved knew you loved them, and that would be the greatest thing. That, like, really, like,
Sure.
your kids, your wife, like your people in your life that your grandparents that have passed, your mom and dad, like your people that you really cared about, and that like your friends and stuff that you were close, like they know how much you loved them. That would be cool. Yeah, but yeah,
good.
and also like free drinks would be cool. That would be awesome.
You have a great answer, but like your first one, you could have stopped there, and that would have been a great end of the
Sure.
segment.
Yeah, it's a good one. I have a similar one for you to end on.
Okay.
It's very, very similar, actually. Deaneth, when you arrive, heaven is real, and you arrive at the pearly gates, what would you like Harambe to say to you?
That makes no sense for people listening to the podcast.
Dean just did some gorilla hand motions, is what happened.
I would say you've done enough. You were there, like everybody. You were there. You were there to put in place your replacement, and you did beyond well.
Nice. Yeah, like you did your job. You did right by your kid, and you're good to go.
He's better than you are.
There you go. Yeah.
Hit the bricks.
Harambe goes, it wasn't a high bar, but you did manage to surpass it, so that's important.
Right.
Very good. Very good. Good answer. Well, that was fun. That was a good idea.
I think we got to know each other much better.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. There's nothing I love more than getting to know people. And I'll tell you what, if you're looking to get to know somebody new in your life, you might just want to get to know an electric bike a little bit better yourself. And the best way to do that would be to search up our friends at RPM Bike Shop. RPM Bike Shop is an incredible collection of people that you could get to know better today. You could start by going to their Facebook page and just searching in the toolbar RPM Bike Shop. You could also go to their website, which is rpmbikeshop.com, in which you can see photos of their fantastic electric bikes located in Carrollton, Ohio, or you can give them a call at 330-808-7792 to get to know an electric bike a little better, get to know the friendly associates at RPM Bike Shop a little better, and perhaps get to know yourself a little bit better while you have all this free time with nature on your brand new electric bike from RPM Bike Shop. There you go. So, I think, yes?
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, I think we've gotten to know each other better. We've solved a lot of problems.
I agree.
We've mourned together. We've discovered new corners of the internet together.
I have an erection.
Well, that's great. I mean, that's not new or because of this segment, but all the same,
anytime I'm around you, it is not new.
I'm glad we haven't scared it away. So that's good. Hi. This is Millennial Nick, along with Gen X Brian and Zennial Dean. Hey, if you liked that video, which we really hope you did, you should like and subscribe. That would be great.